children, welcome back to mathematics classes. RA Academy, 8th class mathematics chapter 1 rational numbers. We were at page number 22, example 6. Represent 5 by 8 on the number line. Example 6, chapter 1 rational numbers. Represent 5 by 8 on the number line. As you can see, 5 by 8 is a proper fraction. If you remember, when the numerator is small and the denominator is big, it is called proper fraction. And when we say 5 by 8, we actually say 5 divided by 8. We mean and say 5 divided by 8. 8 is bigger and 5 is smaller here. So we take a decimal, making it 50, making it bigger so that we can divide it. 8 6 are 48. There is a reminder 2 here. So it is 0.6 plus reminder. So it lies in between 0 and 1. We can understand from this that this lies 5 by 8 lies between 0 and 1. Let's draw the number line. Beginning with 0, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We mark 8 points on the number line beginning from 0, starting from 0, because the denominator is 8 here. So 8 by 8 is 1. We know 8 by 8 is equal to 1. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here lies the required number 5 by 8 on the number line. This is how we mark the number, any number on the number line. We were to mark 5 by 8 on the number line. We found out that 5 by 8 is equal to 0.6. That lies in between 0 and 1. We started with 0 here and we went on to mark until 1, and we marked 8 equal points equidistant from 0 to 1, because 8 is the denominator here, and the fifth point was the required point on the number line, which is 5 by 8. Now let's go to the next example. Example 7. Represent 29 by 6 on the number line. 29 by 6 on the number line. 29 by 6, as you can see, it's a improper fraction, as the denominator is smaller than the numerator. When we say 29 by 6, we actually mean 29 divided by 6. 6 fours are 24, and we have a remainder 5. So 6 was the denominator. So the number can be represented as a mixed fraction. It is 4 5 by 6. It is 4 5 by 6, 4 being the quotient, 6 being the divisor, and 5 being the remainder, and 29 being the dividend. So we have 4 5 by 6. This lies in between 4 and 5. We can understand from this that this number lies between 4 and 5. Starting from 4, we mark equidistant 6 points. 5 6. This is 5 and this is 4. In between we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. This was the number here, 4 5 by 6. This is 29 by 6 or 4 5 by 6. This is the way we find out, we mark the point 4, 5 by 6 on the number line. We divided it equally into 6 equally equidistant or equal points from 4 to 5, because 6 was the denominator, and 4 5 by 6 is the number we have just before 5. This is the place of the required rational number. 4 plus 5 by 6, 4 5 by 6, or 29 by 6. Please note down, children. I'll explain it again to you. The example was to represent 5 by 8. Our task was to represent 5 by 8 on the number line. 5 by 8 is a proper fraction. You can understand 8 being the denominator and 5 being the numerator. When the numerator is smaller than the denominator, it's called proper fraction. When we say 5 divided by 8, 5 by 8, it is actually we are saying, or we mean 5 divided by 8. We are dividing 5 by 8 here. 5 is smaller than 8, so we take a decimal as is the procedure. Then, as we have understood it, we have learned it before, it becomes 50. 6 8s are 8 6 are 48. We take 6 at the quotients place, and we have remainder 2. So that is 0.6 plus remainder 2. That means it lies in between 0 and 1. The number 5 by 8 lies between 0 and 1. We draw the number line from 0 to 1, marking 8 points equally, 8 equidistant points from 0 to 1. Starting from 0, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This 8 by 8 is equal to 1. That is 1 there, and we started from 0. The fifth point is 5 by 8. That was the required point which were to be marked on the number line. Next example, example 7, it's asking us to represent 29 by 6 on the number line. 29 by 6 is an improper fraction where the numerator is much bigger than the denominator. It is 29 divided by 6. So we are dividing 29 by 6. We have 6 fours are 24, and 5 is the remainder. That makes an improper fraction. It is 4 5 by 6, or 4 plus 5 by 6. It lies in between 4 and 5. As we can see, 4 being the whole number, 5 by 6 being the fraction. So 4 5 by 6 lies in between 4 and 5. We mark 6 points from 4 before 5, or in between 4 and 5. We mark 6 equal points equidistant from each other, because 6 is the denominator there. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Fifth point is the required point, that is 29 by 6, or 4 5 by 6. After we have completed this example 6 and 7, we have tried these on page number 22, where it's asking us to write the rational numbers for the points labeled with letters on the number lines. The first one, there is a number line, big long number line, which has 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 points on it. Let's begin from here. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11 points are marked on it, and the first point is marked as 0 by 5. The next is A, we need to find. Then it's 2 by 5, it's given. Then the next one is 3 by 5 given. Then the fourth point is B, we need to find. Then C, we need to find. then it's 6 by 5. Then the next point is marked as D and question mark given underneath it to find. Then E, again another question mark. We need to find it. The next one is 9 by 5 and the last one is F, a question mark here. So we need to find that also. A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 points we need to find. Here you can see 5 is the denominator. 5 is the denominator, so it would be 5 equal points from beginning from 0 by 5. So it's 0 by 5 here. Next we need to find the second number given is 2 by 5. So in between the number which lies will be 1 by 5. The next is, as I have read it out, 2 by 5, then again 3 by 5 is given. So obviously the next one will be 4 by 5. Then the next will be 5 by 5, that means it is 1. 5 by 5 is 1. Actually 0 by 5, you can understand, you can make out it is 0. The numbers are from 0 to 2. Here 5 by 5 we have reached 1. Here we have reached 1. C is 5 by 5 or 1. B we have found out it is 4 by 5. A is 1 by 5. After C the number given is 6 by 5. Now we need to find D. D should be 7 by 5. E should be 8 by 5. 9 by 5 is given. F should be 10 by 5, that is 2. That is equal to 2. So we have on the number line given numbers between 0 and 2 and 5 equidistant points. The new denominator, the denominator being 5. We began with 0 by 5, that is 0. Then we were to find out the next number and we found out it should be 1 by 5 because the next number is 2 by 5. This should be 1 by 5, then it's 3 by 5. The next number to be found is 4 by 5. Next it is 5 by 5, which is equal to 1. Then 6 by 5 is given. The next numbers, two numbers are in the order 7 by 5 and 8 by 5. 9 by 5 is given. 10 by 5 should be, F should be 10 by 5. That is nothing but 2. 10 by 5 is 2. 5 1 is 5. 5 2 are 10. So we have 2 there. So the next bit here in try these. Again, it's asking us to find out some numbers which are labeled on it. We have on the number line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. On the 8 points are marked on the number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Beginning with -7 by 4. The denominator is 4. Note down first thing when you see a fraction, what's important is noting down or making a note, understanding how many equal parts are to be made in the fraction. It is 4 here, so it should be 4 equal points here. Then it should, S is to be found, then R, then the next one is given as -1. Next one is given as -1. The next one we need to find, it is Q. Then it is -2 by 4. Then P we need to find. Then it's given 0. So these are actually negative integers or negative integers we need to find. The numbers are before 0. The numbers are before 0. You can say they are between -2 and 0. -1 is already given here and 0 is given. So these are the numbers between -2 and 0. So it is -7 by 4. So what should be the next number in this series is -6 by 4. The denominator being 4. Before -7 comes -6. Then the next we need to find is -5 by 4. These were the things we were to find out. Question marks being here. It is -5 by 4. Here the next number is -1. That is in fact minus 4 by 4. Minus 4 by 4 is equal to minus 1. 4 goes one time each, and minus being in the numerator, minus being in one integer, so it is minus 1. So next one should be minus 3 by 4. In between minus 2 by 4 and minus 4 by 4, it should be minus 3 by 4. Then it should be minus 1 by 4. So the numbers we needed to find were minus 6 by 4, minus 5 by 4, minus 3 by 4, and minus 1 by 4 as per the given number line and as per the labeled points on this. Then there is something, do this in the last part of the page number 22. Please represent minus 13 by 5 on the number line. It is minus 13 by 5, represent minus 13 by 5 on the number line. It is 13 divided by 5. 5 twos are 10 and 3 is the remainder. 3 is the remainder. So we have 5 in the denominator. It is minus 2 3 by 5. It is minus 2 3 by 5. It's a mixed fraction and a negative on it. It's negative. Minus 2 3 by 5 is the number, and you can understand this number should be between minus 2 and 1. It should be. We begin from minus 2 here. It should be the next point, 5 points, 5 numbers, 5 equidistant points on the number line being denominator 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the number we were to find out. It should be minus 2 3 by 5 on the number line. This should be minus 1. So these numbers are between minus 2 and minus 1. Minus 2 3 by 5 on the number line. This was the required number we were to mark on the number line. Please note down, children, these two. Do this, do these, and do this from page number 22. First one was we were to find out the numbers, we were to find out the points which are marked, labeled on the number line given. We started with 0 by 5, that is nothing but 0, and we were to find out A, B, C, D, E, and F, 6 points on the number line. After 0 by 5, it was given 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. So in between there should be 1 by 5, which we found out, that is A. Then we have 4 by 5 B. Then we have 5 by 5 C. 5 by 5 is equal to 1, which we marked here. Then the next was given here 6 by 5. Obviously the next two numbers should be 7 by 5 and 8 by 5, that is D and E. The next number is given 9 by 5. Then F was to be found, that is 10 by 5 is equal to 2. The given number line, the numbers are marked between 0 and 2. 0 by 5 is 0, 5 by 5 is 1, and 10 by 5 is equal to 2. Then the next in the series, second bit, minus 7 by 4 was given. Then some more points, 7 more points were marked, and out of which 2 were given, 2, 3 were given, and we were to find out the other 4. The next point was S, and from this we can make out, we can understand it should be minus 6 by 4. The next point should be minus 5 by 4. The next point was given minus 1, that is minus 4 by 4. From the numbers given and from the numbers we can understand it should be minus 4 by 4. 4 1 is 4, 4 1 is 4. We have minus 1 here result. Then we have the next point we were to find out. We have found out it should be after minus 4 by 4, it should be minus 3 by 4, and the next number is given minus 2 by 4. Next number is minus 1 by 4, that is P marked on the number line. Then we have 0 is given, it should be 0 by 4 minus 0 by 4, whatever it is, 0. Then do this from page number 22, the last part of the page. We were to mark minus 13 by 5 on the number line. From this we can understand it's a improper fraction and it's a negative fraction. So when we find out 13 divided by 5 is minus 2 or 2 3 by 5. Here minus, we had a negative integer, we have a negative sign, so we have minus 2 3 by 5. 5 is the denominator, so it should be 5 equal parts. It should be divided into, the number line is marked with 1 2 3 4 and 5 points beginning from minus 2 here. Then we have the third point, minus 2 3 by 5 is marked on the number line which we were to find out. It's marked on the number line. If you have noted down, we'll go ahead, children. So turning to the page number 23, children, in your textbook, 1.5 part of the chapter, rational number between two rational numbers. Observe the following. The natural numbers between 5 and 1. Natural numbers between 5 and 1 are 4, 3 and 2. Natural numbers between 5 and 1. You can understand they are after 5 or before 5, it should be 4, 3 and 2. Natural numbers between 5 and 1 are 4, 3 and 2. Are there any rational numbers between 2 and 1 or between 2 and 3? Yes, we can find out. Then there are, say, integers between minus 4 and 3. The integers between minus 4 and 3, if you remember, it is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, then 0, we have 1, then 2, we have 3 here already. So the integers between minus 4 and 3 are minus 3, before 4, minus 4 comes minus 3, before minus 3 is minus 2, before minus 2 is minus 1, then we have 0 in the middle, then we have 1 and 2 before 3. So, but we can write, right? We cannot find integers between any two successive integers. We cannot find integers between any two successive integers. There are no integers in between minus 2 and minus 1. But we can find rational numbers between any two successive integers. Let us write the rational numbers between 2 and 3. Rational numbers between 2 and 3. It is 2 plus 3 divided by 2, which is equal to 5 by 2. This is a rational number between 2 and 3. This is a rational number between 2 and 3. We know that if a and b are any two rational numbers, then a plus b by 2 is a rational number in between a and b. A plus b by 2 is a rational number in between a and b. It is also called the mean of A and B. It is also called mean or average. You can understand from this, it is called average or mean between A and B, or mean of A and B is a rational number between them. So 2 plus 3 by 2 is equal to 5 by 2 is a rational number which lies exactly between 2 and 5, exactly between 2 and 3. Exactly, if this is a number line representing 2 and 3, in between exactly lies 5 by 2. Center, in the center lies equally distant, equidistant from 2 and 3, lies 5 by 2, and it is represented as 2 less than 5 by 2 less than 3. 2 less than 5 by 2 less than 3. You can note down, children, the number line and the other things what is noted on the board. Now we can also find out a number between these rational numbers. Now the rational number between 2 and 5 by 2. Rational number between 2 and 5 by 2 is 2 plus 5 by 2 divided by 2. It is 2 plus 5 by 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 9 by 2 divided by 2. 2 plus 5 by 2 divided by 2 is 9 by 2 divided by 2 is equal to 9 by 2 into 1 by 2, which is equal to 9 by 4. So 9 by 4, if this is number line, it is 2 and we have 5 by 2, and in between, exactly in between 5 by 2 and 2 lies 9 by 4. In the center, equally away from 2 and 5 by 2 lies 9 by 4. And we can find out rational number between 2 and 9 by 4 also. We can find out a rational number in between 2 and 9 by 4 also further. Like again, the mean of 2 and 9 by 4 is 2 plus 9 by 4 divided by 2, which is equal to 17 by 8, which is equal to 17 by 8. That is, we have seen here 17 divided by 4 divided by 2, which is equal to 17 by 8. If we have a number line, here we have 2 and here we have 9 by 4. In between, in center, in between, exactly away from 2 and 9 by 4 lies 17 by 8. We can further find out rational numbers between 2 and 17 by 8. This is, here we had this 2 less than 9 by 4 less than 5 by 2. Here we have 2 less than 17 by 8 less than 9 by 4 less than 5 by 2 less than 3. In this way, we can go on inserting between any two rational numbers. In fact, there are infinite rational numbers between any two rational numbers. There are infinite. We can find as many as possible. We can find infinite rational numbers between any two rational numbers. First, we began to find out rational numbers between 2 and 3. The way to find out is, if a and b are two rational numbers, a plus b by 2 is another rational number lying in between that two rational numbers. Those two rational numbers, a and b, it was a plus b divided by 2, it is 5 by 2, representing on the number line. The rational number between 2 and 3 is 5 by 2, which is in the center, equally away from 2 and equally away from 3, exactly in between 2 and 3. That is 2 less than 5 by 2 less than 3. 3 is greater than 5 by 2, 5 by 2 is greater than 2. So now a rational number we were to find out in between 5 and 5, in between 2 and 5 by 2. It is 2 plus 5 by 2 divided by 2, which is 9 by 2 divided by 2, which is in turn 9 by 2 into 1 by 2, because when we take a reciprocal and we multiply, we do it nothing but division. So ultimately we find out it is 9 by 4, which when represented on the number line, it is equally away from 2 and 5 by 2. In fact, it is in the center of 2 and 5 by 2. Exactly in the center, it is 9 by 4. It is represented on the number line 2 less than 9 by 4 less than 5 by 2. Now we can find out a rational number in between 2 and 9 by 4. That is the mean of it, 2 plus 9 by 4 divided by 2, which is equal to 17 by 4 divided by 2, which is equal to 17 by 4 multiplied by 1 by 2, which in turn is equal to 17 by 8. So 17 by 8 is the rational number in between 2 and 9 by 4. It lies exactly in the center, from exactly equally away from 2 and 9 by 4, that is in center. So it is represented as 2 less than 17 by 8 less than 9 by 4, or 9 by 4 is greater than 17 by 8, which is greater than 2. In that way we can find out as many as possible. We can find out infinite rational numbers between any two rational numbers. Please make a note, children. Turning to page number 24, children. Another method. Here, can you write 100 rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10? Can you write 100 rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10? From this, the given numbers, we can understand plainly that it's a proper fraction where denominator is 10. So when we have here 5 by 10 and 9 by 10, we can understand, we can easily write 6 by 10, 7 by 10 and 8 by 10. We can easily find out these three fractions or rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10, because we understand that 10 is the denominator and in between 5 and 9 we have 6, 7 and 8. Before 5 or after 9 we are not writing those numbers, because we need to find out rational numbers between 5 and 9. We can find out these three rational numbers, but there is another method from which we can find out more numbers, more rational numbers. As we began with in the initial stage, we need to find 100 rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10. This 5 by 10 we can write as 50 by 100. 5 by 10 is nothing but 50 by 100. We can understand, we know that 5 by 10 is equal to 50 by 100. It again becomes 5 by 10. So we can write 50 by 100, and this we can write it as 90 by 100. So we can find out more numbers between this 50 by 100 and 90 by 100, 53 by 100 and so on. This we can also make it as 500 by 1000, and this as 900 by 1000. This 900 by 1000 is nothing but it is equal fraction. It is equivalent fraction. When we said that proper fraction, improper fraction, this is equivalent fractions. 9 by 10, 90 by 100 and 900 by 1000 are equivalent fractions. Similarly, 5 by 10, 50 by 100 and 500 by 1000 are equivalent fractions. So we can write in between 501 by 1000, 502 by 1000, 503 by 1000 and so on. We can write as many fractions, infinite fractions in fact, in between any two. We can write infinite number of rational numbers in between any two given rational numbers a and b. 5 by 10 and 9 by 10 are two rational numbers. Simply we can write three rational numbers in between them. Then we can understand, we know that we can write 5 by 10 as 50 by 100. So 50 by 100, and we have 90 by 100. In between them, we can write many more rational numbers like 51 by 100, 52 by 100, and 53 by 100. When we make it as 500 by 1000, we can write 501 by 1000, 502 by 1000, 503 by 1000, and so on. In this way, we can go on inserting required number of rational numbers. So 501 by 1000 is less than 502 by 1000. It is less than 503 by 1000. Now turning to page number 25, we have another example here. Another example, write any 5 rational numbers between -3 and 0. We need to write rational numbers between -3 and 0. We know integers are -2, -1 are integers. We need to find out rational numbers. -3 is equal to -3 by 1 or -30 by 10. It is -30 by 10. So we can write -29 by 10, -28 by 10, -27 by 10, -26 by 10, -25 by 10, and so on in between -3 and 0. We can take any 5 of these. Okay, any one. We can go on until -1 by 10 before 0. So we can write so many fractions, so many rational numbers in between -3 and 0. So that concludes our examples. Before embarking on to the exercise 1.2, in the next video will come back with exercise 1.2. So we started with, can we write 10 rational numbers, 100 rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10. Simply we can write 3 rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10, because 10 is the denominator and after 5 we have 6, 7 and 8. But we know that we can write an equivalent fraction of 5 by 10 as 50 by 100, and equivalent fraction of 9 by 10 is 90 by 100, which are also rational numbers. The rational number 5 by 10 can also be written as 50 by 100. The rational number 9 by 10 can also be written as 90 by 100, 90 by 100. So we have rational numbers between 5 by 9 or 50 by 90, also 51 by 100, 52 by 100, and 53 by 100. Further, we can write this 5 by 10 as 50 by 100 as 500 by 1000 also. It's also equivalent. It's also a equivalent rational number. So we have 500 by 1000 and 900 by 1000. In between we have 501 by 1000, 502 by 1000, 503 by 1000. In this way we can insert, we can write as many rational numbers between any two given rational numbers. Then we have an example, example 8 on page number 25. Write 5 rational numbers in between -3 and 0. These also -3 and 0 are integers. So we can understand there is -2 and -1 before 0 from -3. But we need to find rational numbers between these two numbers, 5 rational numbers. So we know that -3 is equal to -3 by 1, which is in turn equal to -30 by 10. We can write -3 as -30 by 10. So after -30 or in between -30 by 10 and 0, we can write -29 by 10, -28 by 10, -27 by 10, and so on until -1 by 10. So we can take any five rational numbers in between